Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Crypto Logic Podcast. My name is Mike Laurie. This is your co-host, John, and our goal on our channel is to help make crypto logical for you. So let me break down what you can expect from our podcast. Now, first we go over the market settlement, give you guys some understanding about that. Then we go over the news of the day so you know exactly what's going on in the crypto space. Give you some NFT news every once in a while just because, why not? We love NFTs on this channel. And also, we're going to give you a perspective on what's going on Twitter. Then last but not least, we're going to talk about the market gainers and losers. So if you want to stay tuned for that, you definitely can. And with that being said, I guess we could just hop into the show. All right. Going to the market sentiment. Now, guys, we are up from yesterday. Yesterday, we're at just $2 trillion. I was freaking out a little bit because I was saying that I didn't want to go under 2 trillion. And luckily, we didn't go under 2 trillion, man. So right now, we're sitting at 2.06 trillion.
Coming back.
Which, I mean, we're still down almost 7% on the day, but it's not too bad, man. It's
I think it's fine.
I feel like it's a lot of manipulation going on right now. Because, the funny thing about like yesterday, right? How El Salvador got Bitcoin as their legal tender, right?
Yeah.
Then we have a flash crash, and then all of a sudden they buy the dip.
A country, can you realize? Can you imagine that? Yeah. A country bought the dip. A whole country
bought the dip. So that's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I don't think
that's
that
pretty
they're
cool.
The reason why it happened, but it's super coincidental.
I think it's just everyone knew that this day was coming in a sense of like, oh, Bitcoin's an adopting. It's just people. It's just the whales or people that have massive amounts of wealth and own a lot of these. A lot of Bitcoin, any other, and then all the altcoins and stuff, I think was just a domino effect of fear, right?
Right.
Because we're getting new people in, but the Bitcoin crash, I think, had to do with manipulation due to the fact that they're expecting this thing to happen. They're expecting this date, like a country's gonna accept Bitcoin, it's gonna make everything go good, right? Nope. Nope. Crash everything, and then it makes everyone else freak out, like always, and then they just bought the dip, like not the country, but like people who cause the manipulation. It allows them to buy more at lower prices.
Because then they freak the market out. But there's a lot of people trading Bitcoin on margin. So when Bitcoin tanks like that, they get margin called, which is a bad thing. So they have to sell their positions, which will in tune, allow for the bigger corporations and countries and things of that nature to buy in on Bitcoin at a cheaper price. So
yeah, that's crazy. They bought a whole country bought the dip.
Pretty crazy, man. Bitcoin is sitting at that 46,000, up 45,000 now, doing its little thing. Hopefully we can get back up to that 50 soon, man. This flash crash is kind of getting to a little earlier investors, ones that are just now getting in. They're kind of freaking out. Like,
every time it happens.
Like they bought in on VXV, right? As you guys know, we always talk about VXV on the channel, QUANT as well, and ALBT, just a bunch of tokens. But regarding VXV, a lot of people kind of FOMO'd into it because they believe in it. They see the use case and what it does and what it is and all of that. But based on the market cap of VXV, you would think it would have went way lower than it did.
It's that's why we think that it's bear market proof, because the tokens in itself are a low supply, and for QUANT and VXV. So you would think that if there's a flash crash, these tokens would be the ones that would take the biggest hits because of in regards to market cap with the low token supply.
Right.
If someone massively buys in, the price will go up really fast, and if someone massively sells, the price will go down really fast. Right. It goes both ways. So the fact that these have low tokens, you would think that VXV would have dropped and tanked all the way down to like $3-4, and QUANT would have dropped under like $200 or under $300, under $250 or something because of if it had the same amount of effect that Bitcoin had in regards of how many people selling out, but it didn't. They held firm. I mean, VXV lost a couple bucks. QUANT went from like 380, but then it was already going down, and it went down to 303, and then it should be back up already. Like you would think those two would be the heaviest ones to have the highest drops, but they didn't.
Right. And we've seen with altcoins as of recently, yes, we do still know there is Bitcoin dominance. We're not under any misunderstanding there. But we're starting to see a lot of altcoins kind of continue to pump, even though Bitcoin goes down a little bit. So, you know, the other altcoins are kind of showing strength, which is actually, you know, pretty good for the overall space, getting us primed and ready for when Bitcoin gets taken over.
I think people realize like the history. They're looking at history, like, okay, all these people that are millionaires today held Bitcoin through the bear market. The ones that did, everyone else sold. So I know a lot of people that say that, oh, I bought Bitcoin back in 2017. I bought Bitcoin back in this date. But where is it now? You sold, right? So it's not to say that either no one knows the future, but there's people, the brave people or people that understood crypto at the time, didn't get in for hype, didn't get in to just make money. They understood the projects that they were invested in.
Right.
Those people held.
Yeah.
Those people just held all the way through. And that's why I think people are starting to realize now with Vectorspace, QUANT, XRP, Cardano, like those real tokens and cryptos, you know what they're going to do and what their mission is. You just hold them.
Yeah.
Regardless through the bear run, bull run, it doesn't matter. Like I don't want to think about bull run, bear run. I'm just, hey, I'm a crypto investor. I'm when there's a bear market, I'm buying. When there's bull market, you should be selling.
You should be taking profits.
Yeah, taking profits, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Not selling it straight up, but like, you know.
I agree. I totally agree. Now Ethereum is sitting at 3,373.
It's like almost $1,000 drop.
It dropped.
And
it dropped a lot.
If that should have been Vectorspace and QUANT, they should have been dropping hundreds. They dropped like 30. Vectorspace dropped like $2, $3.
Yeah, it went to
QUANT
like
dropped
14,
$40.
Back down to 10. QUANT went from 380 to like 323 or something or another. So it
dropped like $1,000.
But I mean, Ethereum though, there's a lot of NFTs on Ethereum. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna explain it to you guys why I think that, you know, Ethereum is continuously going down. But, you know, we'll see.
Did Bitcoin ever hit 53K?
I think it touched it.
That's almost an $8,000 drop.
I think it touched it.
That's an $8,000. I know it's different, right?
Right.
Comparing dollars to hundreds of dollars to $100 to thousands of dollars.
Right.
But that's a lot of money.
It's a lot.
From 53,000, you would think maybe down to like 49,000.
Right.
But that went down to 45, and QUANT went from just 3 something, and then it went back to the middle. Like VXV up $14, up down to 9, up, but it's back at like 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, it's man.
Mind-boggling.
It's pretty interesting.
Bear market proof. That's what I'm doing.
Cardano is still sitting at that 230, man. It was sitting at 230 yesterday. Hasn't really moved much today.
That's good.
XRP is down about 8%, almost 9%. It went from $1.34 to $1.08.
Just glad I didn't go under $1. XRP needs to be above $1, but to keep.
Hopefully it stays above $1. I think it will. I don't think we're gonna see under like $1.05. If it gets to like $1.02 or something, then, you know, we'll see if it'll probably dip under $1. But I don't see it ever getting there. Solana for the first time is almost taking its first like super dip. Solana's been on an absolute tear lately, and
it hit 180 yesterday.
Yeah, man. Solana is one of those tokens that kind of came up out of nowhere. But if like you were holding Solana like way back then, and then when it, you know, got the smart contracts and NFTs and all of that stuff, you were like, yeah, woo! You were waiting for Solana, but you know, most people were kind of slept on it and then seen it and was like, what the heck is Solana doing? And they kind of had to dive in and see what's going on. But people are saying that Solana might lap XRP as far as market cap goes, so it might move to the 6th spot. And XRP might drop to 7.
Well, so I can see that. I can see that because it's right there, right? I mean, XRP's at 50 billion and Solana's at 45. I can see that because Solana has its use case activated right now. XRP does, but
it just has a lawsuit looming over its head.
And we both know that once the U.S. gives it the regulatory clarity and the lawsuit is settled or over.
Yeah.
And my hope is as a settlement comes to an end, right? Whether it's settlement win for XRP could just go to work.
Yeah.
Just go to work, and then you'll see from there like 50 billion and 80 billion, and then 90 over 100 billion, 150 billion market cap, and the XRP is going to continue to rise, hit the $10, and then that's just from being used, and then on top of the rich bankers and venture capitalists, people who use asset funds, putting their money into XRP. Like, oh yeah, it's good to go. Just like how Tesla, Amazon all blew up.
I mean, if we look at XRP, there's almost a million on the watch list, and this is just retail investors. This is probably not venture capitalist firms or anything like that. So, there's just some understanding. There's a million people ready to put in I don't know, minimum probably 100 XRP at minimum. So, there's that for all of you guys who say it probably can't reach $10. There's kind of your proof right there. Now, moving on to the news of the day, man. The SEC is now threatening Coinbase over their yield program. They're basically saying it's considered a security. Now, Coinbase actually, they tweeted out, they said they refuse to tell us why they think it's a security, and instead subpoenaed a bunch of records from us. We complied. Demanded testimony from our employees. We complied again. And then they tell us they will be suing us if we proceed to launch with zero explanation as to why.
SEC is a bunch of idiots. They don't know what the
SEC is literally going and knocking down on everyone's door, telling them we're going to sue you because we think you're a security. And then when we say, okay, well, what do you need for us to prove to you that we're not a security? Don't worry about it. We'll be back. But if you do anything, I'm going to sue you. What? What does that even mean? And let me show you guys why they claim it's a security, right? So on Coinbase, they started this yield program. You earn 4% APY on your USDC. So basically how it works is you would lend out your USDC. Your funds will be lent out and may no longer be custodied by Coinbase. You can opt out at any time. Now, your crypto that you lend is guaranteed by Coinbase, giving you a safe, secure, and easy interest. And then you can send and sell your crypto without delays or fees. So
it's like staking in a sense.
It's basically like staking, but on KuCoin, how you lend out your crypto, you can lend on KuCoin. This is basically what Coinbase was trying to do for USDC for people who are just, when you take profits and you put it into USDC to hold it.
That's the thing. The SEC wants your money. Like that's what the smart investor would do, right? You take your profits, and that's what that's our plan, right? We take our profits,
right,
and you put it into a stable coin. And then what do you do with that stable coin? You can make money off of holding that stable coin.
Yeah, you could stake it, or in this case,
earn a yield, right?
You can lend it out, yeah.
And so the SEC seeing this, and it's like, oh, that means that people don't want to use banks anymore. They don't want to, there's no way that they can. They're trying to get their hands on that profits because what do we talk about? That's how you that's how you avoid. What is it? Taxes.
Yeah, taxes.
Because you're not cash. Hey, I'm not going back in the fee. I'm not doing anything.
Never going.
And then
back
they can't tax. What is it? They can't tax your when you how you take a loan out. They can't tax.
Oh yeah, they can't tax you on the loan because the loan is not.
So they can't tax you on the interest you're acquiring, right?
I think they can tax you on that because it's considered. What is the word?
Any banking professionals, let us know. I'm not a banking professional, so
the word is like they're taxing you on the income that you're generating. So anything that you would make off of this would be a taxable event.
It would?
Yeah.
Off the interest?
Yeah.
Can someone fact check that first? I don't know, because I feel that's what everyone does. You're hedging against the dollar. You're. It's like you put your money into this and you take a loan out on your money. They can't tax you on the money that you took out.
No. Okay. Right. So sorry, I didn't fully understand the question. So if you take out a loan on it, then yeah, they can't tax you on it.
But then if you're earning interest, they can tax you.
But if you earn interest and then you pay something, like you go to Target and buy something with your USDC, then that's a taxable event because you technically used it as a.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah. And if from what I understand, but if you guys know, have any more clarity, let us know in the comment section down below. Okay.
Yeah, the SEC just wants. It's just stupid because Coinbase has been saying, "Hey, okay, well, they're trying to comply. It's like they're public. This is a public company.
Yeah,
this is not. No one's that back behind the scenes. This is a public company on the U.S. stock exchange, right? Yep. And the SEC is still, hey, you don't do that. Don't do it. We're coming after you if you do it. And they're like, but you're not telling us why. You're not telling us what we're supposed to do so we can do it. Like, you're holding back people making money. You're holding back people innovating, growing in crypto. You're making it very ugly and musty. Like, you can't, like, it just makes it seem like it keeps it at dark web mentality. How we used to think back in 2017 or 2015 when we first heard about Bitcoin. We thought it was like, oh, it was a dark web stuff. Yeah. They're making it seem like it's still like that.
I mean, me personally, I think they're trying to protect the banks. You know what I'm saying? Because
they're trying to,
think about
the federal stuff or the money.
If you put your money into a savings account at a regular bank,
like
what
0.0002%.
Like you're not gonna get nothing. Like you might get like $15 at the end of the year. Like it's literally nothing. But 4%, you know, a year.
But think about people who have $100,000 in crypto, right?
Exactly.
It's like 40 G's. 4,000 or 40,000.
It might be 4,000.
I can get really quick. Hold on. So
I don't know about 40 G's. I think that might be
4,000.
Yeah, it's 4,000.
So $4,000 off of 100 grand a year that you earn.
Which isn't like super crazy money.
You're holding crypto anyway.
It's way more than you would get at a bank. So the SEC is like, look, probably the banks probably came to them, look like, hey man, they're about to wipe us out. You need to fix this, guys. All right, here we go. Lawsuit.
That's the thing that we've been hearing. Banks are eventually going to have to, the smart banks, they're either going to create their own.
Like Chase.
Yeah, they're going to create their own version of how to handle, it's called custodying your crypto. Coinbase, all these Uphold, KuCoin, they custody your crypto. You have crypto, they'll take care of your crypto, and then they'll help you make money with your crypto. You don't have to you can leave your crypto on there and make money off of it. They'll help you. That's custodying your crypto.
Right.
It's like taking care of your child, right? Babysitter, right? So these banks need to move in that direction. The smart banks will move in that direction to where, hey, if you can leave it at Bank of America, we can do the same thing that Coinbase is doing.
Exactly.
Or
we can match your APY
or whatever, right? They need to make it crypto friendly, or else I don't want to be with you. I'll just put my money in my exchanges, and I already have the crypto card.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I have $700,000 in my crypto wallet. I need to go buy some McDonald's, swap it to USDC, and go buy some McDonald's, and I get 4% interest.
Exactly.
And the bank is, I don't get anything. And you take
nothing.
my money and you lend it out to other people.
And then if you don't hold a certain balance in your bank,
$15 a month.
Fee.
$15 a month, and they charge you overdraft fees. They charge you banks either gonna have to create their own way to help you with your crypto, or they gotta work with these crypto exchanges.
Yeah,
one or the other.
I would hope
partnerships.
They would just stop doing this.
Well, that's the thing. The SEC is trying to put handcuffs on
dude. It's so annoying. Like, the funny thing about this whole situation is, Coinbase is not the first one to do this.
That's what they're saying.
There's already.
That's what they're saying.
Other places that do this already. It's out. It's been out. I mean, BlockFi right now is getting sued, I think.
But they're saying Celsius is on the radar.
Celsius
Uniswap,
is on the radar as well. So.
But they're saying you guys have no clarity. And then the thing that's badass is, I made a TikTok about it at the end. The CEO says he's ready to go to court. He's like, I want us to go to court. If this happens and we go to court, that's great, because at the end of the day, whether we win or lose, we know where the SEC stands with clarity. At least now we'll know what the clarity is. So who's going to be the scapegoat? Everyone's saying it's Ripple. Is it going to be Coinbase? Uniswap? We don't know. Yeah. But Coinbase is an IPO company.
It's a public.
It's already approved. You know what I mean, to do what it's doing, and then now this that's a bunch of idiots. In my opinion.
Yeah, man.
That's why it's just crazy.
It's kind of depressing because you'll wake up and think that your money's not at jeopardy in Coinbase. Don't misunderstand what I'm trying to say, but you would come here and you'll say see, Coinbase getting sued by the SEC. You're like, oh God. Like the average investor, oh, what am I gonna do? Oh no, it's over. But it's just once we have clarity, man, I think all this BS will just kind of go away. But hopefully SEC stops doing this. Hey,
I just hope that
stop it. You better stop.
Best case scenario is if they can't regulate it and let the CFTC regulate it, the commodities.
Yeah, that would be best case. That's not gonna. I mean, look at the news that we broke yesterday about the NFL. About with the NFTs, they told the teams that you guys can't sell NFTs.
They're trying to get clarity. Establish their clarity.
They're trying to get their cut.
They need to understand how it works. That's what they're trying to do. They want to understand how it works.
Yeah, they want some money. That's why it works. But moving on, man. Moving on to the NFT news of the day, bro. Ethereum fees skyrocket on market crash and minting event. Now, I've been talking about Ethereum gas fees. It seems like for the
I was telling them
longest time, dude.
For 3 months, gas fees.
And it makes so much sense because right now Ethereum's prices have basically plummeted. A lot of people have been trying to get out of Ethereum because they can't play in the NFT space anymore. I think the last NFT that they were actually really able to like skyrocket and blow up would be like the Pudgy Penguins or the Crypto Punks. That was where people made a lot of their money.
Crypto Punks is OG. They've been around for a while.
But now, dude, with the gas fees, I mean, I think there was an NFT that launched called the Sevens, and they launched yesterday. And many were reporting that they had to pay tremendous gas fees to just mint it. I think it minted for like $600, if I'm not mistaken, and then the gas fees were another like $300-$400. So you know what I'm saying? You're paying close to $1,100-$1,200 to mint an NFT. And to think about it, like if it wasn't like a super huge project and you got stuck holding that bag, now you're just out of $1,200. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think a lot of people are going into Solana and making Solana's price kind of, skyrocket and do its thing. But the problem that they're having is now that a lot of people are moving to Solana is kind of glitching a lot.
Overload.
Yeah, it's like
overload.
It's like doing like that glitchy like every time I look at Twitter, there's always someone saying like, "Oh, Solana art is down. We're down for maintenance," and then like 30 minutes, an hour later, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're back up again. We're good to go. You guys do all your things." And it's like, that's kind of scary, dude.
That's why when you look at investing in crypto, look for the ones that help these these layer one technologies be better. There's a lot of them.
Where they can move faster.
There's gonna be a lot of them out there. They'll be out there. But what I'm really excited about in regards to NFTs is in the next couple of years when more people understand what it is, and then more people that have sort of like a insight on how to make things better, better ideas. Think about more people coming into the space with ideas and how to make things better and building NFTs, making them better, and then the landscape is just gonna be, you got Solana over here, Ethereum, ADA, HBAR, XRP's gonna have NFTs, and there's like different cities. Think of cities that you can just go visit, and then obviously like interoperability technology is gonna come out. You can visit all these cities and buy NFTs from any of them and move them around. It's gonna be, to me, it's gonna be crazy. Like, imagine the first hybrid NFT that's like you can buy it either on Ethereum or you can buy it on Solana. I don't know if that's even possible, but a hybrid NFT that can exist on both. Yeah, like that's to me, that's just like, oh, you can move it around. Like you can buy it with Ethereum and you can move it to Solana. It can, like, to me, it's endless. And that's the possibility. It might happen. It could happen. Potentially, yeah, man. Like a hybrid NFT where it's like, oh, this thing can work. They're gonna do a partnership with. They can work. You can mint it on Ethereum or you can mint it on Solana. And then it'll be like, it's like, remember in Pokemon? I don't know if anyone remembers. There's a Pokemon red version, blue version. In blue version, there was certain Pokemon that you can get, and then in red version, there's someone. And the only way you can get them is if you had someone that had blue version and I red version. I would trade you. Yep. Remember that? Yep. That's gonna make it even more valuable. Think of it like that. Like, I have Solana, this NFT, but in this drop that dropped, and it's like, oh, you can only get like 10 of these from Ethereum and 10 of these from Solana. And then I'm like, oh, well, I'll trade you 3 of my Solana ones for yours, and they can coexist. And then now you have your NFT that's from Ethereum living on Solana. People are like, oh, how'd you get that? I don't know. That's just my kid and me saying, dang. No, I mean, honestly, I don't know if you remember that Pokemon stuff. I know. And then yellow version came out, and yellow version had all of them in one. Yeah, that's all I was gonna say. Yellow version, you could like had both of them, but like blue version, you can only get like Magnemite, which is the red one, and then red version, you only get the Electabuzz. Yeah, you couldn't catch. You can fight Electabuzz in the blue version, but you couldn't catch him. Right. The only way you can get him is if someone traded him to you, and then like you can get Ghastly, but you couldn't get Abra. But I had Abra. But I want your Ghastly, and then I'll trade you my Abra for Ghastly, and then now, you know what I mean? Yeah. No. I don't even remember that. I love Pokemon, man. It's pretty crazy to think about. That's gonna be tight. When a bunch of them start to come out with their NFTs and their platforms and stuff like that, then we'll really have an opportunity to see how far it could really stretch. Yeah. Because right now it's just Ethereum and Solana. Then on the 12th, we're gonna see if that's what I'm saying. In a few years. Then XRP might do its thing. VeChain's already doing its thing. Tezos is already doing its thing. And Gary V, you should do that, man. You should be. he'll do it too. He probably would do it. Hey, Gary V, I'm gonna cut this. We should cut this clip out and just every day just send this clip. Gary V. Gary V, this is a good idea. Yeah, man. Gary V probably would. Dude, if he did that, where he would be the one. This is gonna be a rant, but he would be the one that would do something like that. That people would love. And he'll drop a hybrid project that says, hey, there's gonna be a select NFT that you can only get on Ethereum, and there's a select products that you can only get on Solana. and then you guys have to trade with each other and build that value. I remember that's why having a Pokemon collection was so cool. Like, boom, you show them your collection, you're like, oh, you got Eevee, you have the Jolteon. It's like, yeah, you can't get Jolteon in the red version. You can only get the Vaporeon, the water one. And then some asshole with the yellow version comes by and is like, I got all 3 of them because I can.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, man.
And then that was just like a small level of it, but I mean, there's so learn from all the things that brought us joy as kids.
Innovation, man.
And add that to now.
That's the thing about the crypto space. As long as we have innovation, the sky's the limit. But we have to have some form of clarity before that happens, so that we don't freaking get railroaded, a year down the line.
Yeah.
So
that's like you having your GGen ape, and it has like a hat, like a red hat. I was like, oh, you can only get those on Ethereum, and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll trade you for one. All right, I'm done. That should make me excited because damn, if I was rich, I would be creating these platforms. I would be creating all this.
Man, that would be pretty dope.
Gary Vee, man, we're gonna cut it out and send it to him. Watch.
All right, guys. Moving on to the tweets of the day, guys. So this one is from Vectorspace, Vector.space, and CRMTKA is the handle. So shout out to him or her. VXV is the only crypto that holds weekly conference call updates from the CEO. So the CEO is very prominent in this community. That's why a lot of people like VXV. Who personally answers all questions asked by the trader base. It can be used towards any industry. It advises NASA and NIH.
Advises, that's a key word.
Yeah.
NASA says, hey, how do we do this? Yeah, how is this gonna work? Their technology is gonna help space exploration as well.
100%. And the last one is we already talked about.
That's what we were saying.
It has bear-proof utility, which generates revenue regardless of all
we already spoke about
markets. Yep, we talked about that in the beginning of the show. So if you skipped around and missed it, you should probably go back.
And that is also key. Like Vectorspace has utility to back it, as well as companies, partnerships that back it.
Yep.
And the fact that the token supply is low. People are going to learn from their mistake of missing out on Bitcoin, not holding it through the bear market, through any tragic event like big blow up. They understand the game, real like the not OG crypto, but people that have been in it.
Right.
And then 4 or something. I don't know what point I'm on, but but I think a few weeks ago we noted that the U.S. wants Vectorspace to set up shop in the U.S. Like come to the U.S.
Right. Yeah, we did.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, we did it.
They want them to come to the U.S.
Yeah.
They want them to come to the U.S. Set up shop here. We want you guys. The U.S. views them as a legit. I mean, I can say that the other ones aren't legit, but you know what I'm saying. And the same thing with DAG working with the U.S. Air Force. Like those cryptos aren't going anywhere. Quant is working with them too, and then they're working on building CBDCs for countries and making everything connect with one another.
Yeah, it seems like every time VXV pumps, DAG pumps, and then DAG pumps.
Quant pumps.
I mean, ALBT, I'm sorry.
And ALBT, yeah.
And they all kind of simultaneously pump together. It's like, all right, bro, I'm going first.
And then that VXV, Ultra one too, that UOS. I always see that.
Usos? Yeah, a lot of people are asking us about that. We're gonna have to look. We're gonna look. In
the Discord, they were talking about it. It's I forgot what they said. It was Bobby. He said something about
Is it something has to do
shout
with
out
gaming?
to Bobby Huff.
Gaming industry.
Well, Usos is a gaming industry token, but they said something about right here.
I have to check. I have to check.
Oh yeah, Quant Mommy. She's very, she's a big prominent promoter of VXV and Quant and ALBT. She's added USO to her tweets.
Oh, she did.
So she's calling it the Quadrinity because she used to call them the Trinity.
Oh yeah.
So that's good. I mean, if someone like her is vouching for it, she wouldn't want to lose her credibility.
Exactly. So we're gonna have to take a look at it. Gotta have to take a look at it. All right, moving on to the next tweet. Now this one is from Anders LX Anderson. Shout out to him. The SEC fought Ripple the hardest because the correspondent banking is a huge revenue stream for a few mega banks. Now with Uniswap and Coinbase, they're also a threat to the revenue stream of the banks. They don't want people to have the option to lend from Coinbase instead of the bank. And that was our whole understanding and what we said about, the SEC suing Coinbase over something that they really don't understand. And I think it was because they're trying to protect the banks, just from my personal opinion. And I mean, even Anderson thinks so as well. So shout out to him. Now, moving on, guys, to the market gainers and losers. If I refresh real quick, let me go ahead and hit that 24-hour. So Algorand is sitting up pretty high right now, doing pretty good, almost hitting that $2 range. I remember when Algorand was at 80 cents when we first started talking about it. Now it's almost at $2, so congratulations to them. Harmony One in that top second spot, looking pretty good for Harmony One. Quant, as you guys can see, is at that 331. Now, last time we talked about Quant, it was where was Quant? 360, something like that. Doing pretty good as well. Digibyte reaching the 4th spot. Okay, Digibyte, I see you, brother. My bad.
7 cents. Man, I love Digibyte. That was one of my first ones I was bugging you about. Digibyte.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, Digibyte needs to go past 10. It's been under 10 for. They're so like just like Cardano. Like we're gonna be fine. They're never gonna get sued though. They never ICO. They're never gonna get sued though. So if there's like only 10 cryptos left, there'll be one of them that survive.
Yeah.
They're never gonna get. But they can offer NFTs. They can offer.
Maybe it's just waiting in the
payments.
shadows just to wait, to see what's gonna happen.
They're at number 100, rank 100.
Yeah.
The thing about them is that they're still operating on proof of work, but the reason why is because they have a supply cap of I think 35 billion or something like that tokens that ever gonna exist. Right? So if you go to 21 billion that are ever gonna be created, and then after that it's done. They can't buy any more Digibyte. So they're playing the long game, and they do everything. They do security, digital security. They can do NFTs. They send money like XRP can. They do ledger. They do everything.
Yeah.
But the thing about them is they're playing the long game. They're saying by 2035, that's when the last Digibyte will be mined, and by then they should be ready to go. And I'm gonna hold him.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Play the long game. Shout out to Digibyte, man. Reading that top 100. Now, ELF is one of the tokens that we called out on our Discord. If you have not checked this out yet, you should definitely do so.
You would have never if you had bought in the Discord that day we brought it up at like 39 cents. You have this whole time you never lost any money, because even when the market crashed yesterday, it went down to like the worst it ever got down to was like 63.
Yeah.
And if you bought it at 39, you were still up.
You're still up, yeah. Yeah, 100%. So if you guys weren't in the Discord, you should definitely do so. ELF is doing pretty good as of late. XLM is doing its thing at that 30. Hedera Hashgraph dipped a little bit. It was at 30 cents yesterday when we spoke about it, but dropped down a little bit to 28. But
it's good though.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, it went down to like 26, 24, 24.
Yeah, but Hedera Hashgraph, as we already
talked, a long game
it plays a long game as well. So there's a lot of people that were complaining that it doesn't move fast enough, but those are the ones that you really want to be into,
Yeah, the slow burn ones.
The slow ones it's like I've been holding this thing for X amount of years, and this finally got to this point. And that's how I feel like people in ADA are kind of feeling right now, and waiting for Alonzo on the 12th. So pretty cool. Now Elron's sitting at $150. Pretty cool. Zilliqa, nice. Engine under that $2 range. Again, ZRX.
Under $2?
Yeah. Under $2.
Engine was like $2.21 when it was pumping.
Yeah, man.
I like Engine a lot, man.
It's finally under $1. Hasn't been under $1 in a while. So, there's a dip that you could potentially buy into. XRP, we talked about that already. Now, the graph took a major dip, man. The graph was sitting at $1.05 yesterday, and it went all the way down to 80 cents. So, major dip on the graph right now. DAG, same thing, long game. VeChain has been fluctuating from 14 cents down now to 11. So, shout out to VeChain. Stacks, Ethereum, we already talked about. Cardano. Alonzo is teetering between 99 cents and that dollar range. Crypto.com has been doing pretty good as of late, honestly. It actually reached, I think, 20 cents, 21 cents. So, shout out to CRO. And with the Crypto.com card, if you guys didn't know, you can get cashback rewards every time you use it. So it's always good to get a free CRO whenever you use your card. And if you guys aren't on Crypto.com and you want a chance to win or you want to have a chance to get like $25 for free, we have a code that you can use down in the description. You can get that and you'll get $25 for free. I will get $25, you'll get $25, and it's a win-win for everyone. All right. So that's the show, guys. hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys found some value.
Uphold needs a token. I don't know why Uphold doesn't have a token.
I'm sure they will.
I like Uphold. We sent the winner the money to the winner. I was freaking out a little bit.
Uphold, right?
Yeah, and I'm like, why am I tripping? Uphold's tight, man. I don't know why people don't like Uphold. I like Uphold. Uphold needs their own token though.
If you use the Uphold link that we have in the description down below, you can get free Bitcoin depending on how much.
Yeah, their rewards is like whatever, but we have
depending on how much you invest.
The Nexo too. Nexo.
Oh, we added Nexos as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then, but the Uphold is cool. Crypto.com is cool.
I like Crypto.com just because of the card, man. I really like that card. I wish I had that indigo purple one. But I mean, I'll get there soon. If I continuously keep using it every single day, then I'll get there quicker than expected. But honestly, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's show. We really do hope you guys found some value. And if you have not already, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy crypto, you want to learn about crypto, where we make it as simple as possible for like caveman people, then hey man, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel.
You are much more advanced than caveman people, my friends. No,
no, we make it easy for a caveman to understand it. That's like what I'm saying.
The Bigfoot guy, the one that always gets, they always prank him.
Exactly. Oh, the one that like on Geico or whatever.
No, I don't know. I think so. I think it's Geico. I think it was Geico. Is it Slim Jim or what is it?
Slim Jim, yeah.
Yeah, I like the one where the car, and then he just open the door and they go. He's like, and then he like rips the door.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah, watch that on YouTube in a little bit.
That's pretty funny. But underneath John, guys, follow us on all of our socials. We got TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at CryptoLogicPod. We post every single day, trying to bring you as much value as possible. And then here's the Discord right under me. It's going to be in the description down below in the Beacons link. You guys can click that and join the Discord. Be around like-minded people, have fun, and we'll see you in the next one.
Goodbye.
Peace out.